Hi, I'm Dan Lamb from the Dryden Town Board, and I'm here today with Supervisor Jason Leifer and my colleague Kathy Servas. And we're here to talk about one of our more exciting projects that we've been able to work on for the last 2 years on the Dryden Town Board, and that is the Dryden Rail Trail. And we're really proud that this project is moving forward now after being talked about for over 30 years. It took this board and this leadership to move this to the agenda to get it done. So we have breaking news to share with you today. I got a phone call from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation this week indicating that they're willing to move forward with negotiating a memorandum of understanding with the town of Dryden to give us use of the rail bed over the property that goes through their game farm here in the most western end of the rail trail. Now, this is an effort that's been going on for years, and I'm just proud to say that this board has been able to work with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation to come to a successful resolution that will allow the Dryden Rail Trail to link up with the East Hill Recreation Way, creating a network of trails that trail users can use to go from the west side of Ithaca out to Dryden Lake. And so this is a big milestone, something that we've been working on very intensely for the last year, and we're proud to share this with you today, and we can't wait to see the results as this trail opens up.
Hi, I'm Jason Leifer. I'm town supervisor here in Dryden, and back in January 2016 when I first took office, setting up the Dryden Rail Trail Committee was a top priority. For people in Dryden, the Dryden Rail Trail has been a dream to reassemble since the town board about 30 years ago didn't have the foresight to preserve the easements. So what we did was we worked with Bob Beck and at that time the Conservation Board to get a group of people from all across town whose only focus would be to reassemble the easements and then propose plans on how to develop the trail. And the reason we wanted to do this is because we wanted to connect our communities together, the village of Dryden all the way to Ellis Hollow. And that way we provide a gateway to Dryden to people from Ithaca so they can come visit our beautiful town. This will bring thousands of tourists through Dryden over the next couple of generations. They'll spend their money here, they'll probably want to move here because they know how great Dryden is when they get here. And we tend not to leave. So at the town board, what we've been thinking of is how to finance it. And we've been doing that through new residential and commercial development, including the solar projects, which will provide all the revenue we need and still allow us to have a nice tax cut coming your way this year. Then the news, Dan Lamb mentioned a little while ago about the DEC. That's something that was in the works since I've been on the town board back when I first started in 2008. And I finally took the Rail Trail Committee and the cooperation of the new DEC commissioner, as well as the sportsmen's groups to make this happen. So we'd like to thank them all. This has been a dream of people who've lived here for generations, and now we're making their dreams come true. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Kathy Servas. I'm on the Dryden Town Board. Part of bringing the community together and getting the work started was a program called Project Lead that the town of Dryden has funded. It was a new program, a pilot program started and run by the Cooperative Extension. It brought youth younger than the employable age, from age 12 to 16, together to learn employable skills and interview skills. And in this case, they were the first group that started working on the rail trail in Etna by clearing a portion of it. We had multiple members of the Friends of the Rail Trail come together with the group of youth, and they did an awesome job. So please elect me and Dan Lamb and Jason Leifer back to the town board this year so we can continue working on this wonderful project along with all of the other projects that this board has been moving forward on.
Hi, I'm Bob Beck, Chair of Dryden's Rail Trail Task Force, and I'm very happy to be part of a team effort to put together this 10.5-mile stretch of rail trail to connect from the town of Ithaca to beyond Dryden Lake. and connecting with the Jim Shug Trail in the village of Dryden. A few years ago, people were saying, even more recently than that, saying that this could never be done. It would be a 30-year effort. And I don't have 30 years left to work on it, but we are accomplishing major things in our first year and a half of concentrated effort with this team of people, both our task force members and a much larger group of friends of the Dryden Rail Trail.
Hi, I'm Alice Green and I'm a member of the Rail Trail Task Force. And many years ago, when I first owned property in the town of Dryden, I was disappointed in the town board because it didn't take advantage of the chance that it had when the railroad abandoned the tracks to create a recreational trail. And that's why I'm so happy to serve on the task force now that is really making such great success in reassembling all the different properties that were given back to the individual owners to make the rail trail a whole between Dryden and the city of Ithaca.
I'm David Kiefer. I live in the town of Dryden, right on the Jim Shug Trail, and I'm excited about this news that's come in from the DEC about access across the game farm property. I've been a long-time proponent of the rail trails here in Dryden. I think it's a great recreational opportunity for the town. I am a frequent marathon runner, and I use the rail trail as a place to train for my races. And it gets me a chance to do that without being out there on the roads with the traffic. And I also see other people training out there, and so I get to connect with other people out there on their rail trail. So the whole concept of a rail trail that crosses the whole width of town of Dryden is pretty exciting to me. This summer I had the opportunity to work with a dozen high school students clearing a section of this trail. This was under the Project LEAD program, and it was really fun to see their excitement and enthusiasm. And I think we've got a good crop of people coming up here in the town of Dryden to enjoy this trail.
I'm really grateful that this town board, after decades of delay, took action to make the rail trail a reality. And I urge you to re-elect this leadership and vote on November 7th.